We are the Whelan family, and our Morehead State story started in 1988.
I was originally going to go to EKU, and I was called in by my principal. This was in like a Saturday morning, and he said that Morehead State was celebrating their centennial, and they were wanting to recruit students. So he was calling in our student body, our graduating class, like the top 20 students. So I went into Breathitt County High School and talked to Dan Cornett, who was doing the recruiting at the time. And before it was over, I kind of looked like Tom Cruise at the end of Risky Business. I was going to Morehead State. And it's been the best decision of my life.
I was going to go to UC, University of Cincinnati. I got a phone call from the assistant soccer coach and said, hey, why don't you come down and take a visit, look and see what we got to offer. This was on a Thursday. Saturday, me and Dad jumped in the car, and here I sit. I graduated in 1990, and of course we were in love and had to get married. Morehead wasn't big enough for the two of us at that time, so you don't appreciate something until you leave it behind. So we left, went to Lexington for a couple years, back to Northern Kentucky for 12 years, started having our children, and decided Morehead was the place to raise a family, and we moved back to Morehead. Couldn't wait to get back. It's awesome to have the kids. Like when they were smaller, we were going to the ball games and doing whatever we were doing on campus, just to have them with us. And now to see them, Larry's a senior, Charlie's a freshman, Rachel's an 8th grader that has no desire to go anywhere else but Morehead State University. So just to see them grow and have the connections on campus that we had, it's pretty special. It's neat to see that and to have those opportunities that we did.
My decision to attend Morehead State, it happened in spring of 2016. Morehead was the place that was the best fit for me academically. Didn't want to leave my family either, so I got to stay here in Morehead with them, which worked out great. I had already taken classes in high school here on campus, so they were able to transfer over, and I was basically already one semester ahead, so really be foolish to go anywhere else. I'm an Eagle Guide on campus, and it's honestly probably my favorite part of being a student on campus. I get to meet with families and new students every single day, trying to recruit them to come to this university, going through a presentation with them, and also walking tour. Get to go through high school students as well when they come in the morning for groups. So a lot of fun getting to share my experience at Morehead State along with all the great things that Morehead State has to offer.
I'm the second Whelan kid to go to Morehead State. I took college courses while I was at Round County Senior High School that transferred over. So I already have 18 credit hours walking into my freshman year. I take a lot of pride in being a Morehead State Eagle. I've been going to homecoming parades and going to the games since I can remember. I've been growing up in Morehead, going to everything. Just like any kid, I want to be just like my parents. They're my biggest role models. So I've always been proud of their accomplishments through Morehead State University, and I figured I could do the same.
When I was in school, I was an SAE, Sigma Alpha Epsilon. Was president 2 different times. And to leave that legacy to my boys is, excuse me, unbelievable. To have my son as president, initiate my other son as a freshman, I got to pin him in the ceremony. That's unbelievable.
I'm Rachel Whelan. I'm an 8th grader at Round County Middle School. I'm a ways off from going to college, but I plan on going to Morehead State. Well, my parents went to Morehead State, and both of my brothers go to Morehead State now, so it's cool to be the legacy, and I would love just to go to Morehead State and continue that legacy.
It's almost one of those things, when Rick and I were here, it was such a dream of ours to raise our children and have them be legacies of SAE in Delta Gamma. And at the time, we didn't know we would be coming back and living in Morehead. So there aren't words I don't know in the English language that can truly pinpoint how special it is to Rick right now, especially having 2 sons who are Sigma Alpha Epsilon members. And it's almost hard for me to have that wish and think of the dream of Rachel becoming a Delta Gamma, because I do want her to make her own decisions. But I have to admit, it would really, I have saved a lot of memorabilia. I have my initiation pin that I would love to give to her, and the little holder for it and all that. So it is definitely a dream that she would be a Delta Gamma just like her mom. And there's anchors all over the house, so it isn't like I'm not kind of putting in some little, yeah, exactly. I always feel so proud when I have on like jewelry. Like today I have on my Morehead jewelry and we have on our Morehead gear, and people will talk to us about it. And there's so many wonderful alum that people recognize. And a lot of people, you know, in this area have a connection also with Morehead State. And it just, I'm proud to say I'm from Morehead. I'm really proud to say I not only live in Morehead, I'm a Morehead State grad, and that I still have the opportunity to go to the ball games and go to the theater and be involved in the university, because it was a life-changing decision for me to go to Morehead State. I'm thankful every single day. And again, it took me 34 years to truly find home, and this is it. There's a peace whenever I come home and see those mountains over there in the east, and from where we live, we get to see the sunrise, and there's not a day that I don't thank the Lord for putting us here. It was definitely a huge blessing to live in Morehead, Kentucky, and be a graduate of Morehead State University.